In the dead of night, the silence shattered. They descended upon him like merciless shadows. They bound his hands and feet with coarse bed sheets, their grip tightening like iron shackles. The man, trapped and desperate, screamed at the top of his lungs, a hollow plea for someone, anyone, to hear him and break the darkness with feverish speed. They braided the sheets into a thick, crude rope. They looped one end over the ceiling fan. They dragged a chair beneath it. They forced the bound man to stand upon that chair, and they cinched the other end of the rope around his neck, tight, final. They stood before him, watching his terror, listening to his frantic cries. Then one of them spoke, his voice cold, steady, and absolute. Since the judges would not hang you because you are mad, then we shall hang you ourselves. One kick. The chair flew out from under him, clattering against the floor with a muffled thud. In that instant, the room filled with the sound of a choked, guttural rattle. He fought for life, a desperate struggle to steal just one more breath. His legs kicked at the empty air. Violent, erratic strikes. Until slowly, the movement began to fade. The body surrendered to gravity. A terrifying silence. Returning to the roots, Damascus, 1892. To understand how it came to this, we must travel back to 1892, to the heart of Damascus, Syria, under the twilight of the Ottoman Empire. In that golden era, Damascus was called a piece of heaven on earth. In its ancient alleys, where the scent of history mingles with authentic Damascene jasmine, the story of Shahina's Khanum began. Shahina's was no ordinary woman. She was an icon of dignity, a product of old-world prestige. Born in a majestic palace, her father was the Grand Mufti of the Ottoman army, a position reserved only for men of immense religious depth, political wisdom, and social power. He was one of the wealthiest men in the Levant. When he walked the streets, heads bowed in reverence. Shahina's was raised in lavish luxury, an only daughter who never knew the meaning of want. Her home was a marvel of marble and hand-painted ceilings. In the courtyard, a grand fountain, the Baramisen the air. while bitter orange and lemon trees provided a lush, shaded sanctuary for the birds. A fortune built on honor. She married young, wed to a man from the lineage of governors. Her early years were like something out of 1001 Nights. But as the 20th century dawned, destiny shifted. Her father passed away, leaving her a fortune that fire could not consume. Then her father-in-law died, and her husband inherited vast lands stretching from the Green Guta to the plains of Areal. Soon, tragedy struck again. Her husband passed away. Shahinaz found herself alone, a young widow sitting upon a throne of wealth. That was terrifying by the standards of the time. The world changed. The Ottoman Empire fell. New regimes arose, nationalizing lands and dismantling the old aristocracy. Much was taken from her, but what remained was still enough to live 100 lives in luxury. She chose to spend her remaining years in her family's ancient home. The house of her father's memories. Now in her 60s, her face radiated a soft light, reflecting her name Shahinaz. Her voice was a whisper of kindness. She lived alone, but her heart was full. She spent her days selling small pieces of her vast estates, not to buy jewels, but to feed orphans, clothe the poor, and support widows. Her hand was always the giving hand. The betrayal in the kitchen. Beneath her home, there was a small grocery shop. The grocer, a man she treated like a son, would bring her daily needs: fresh bread, warm milk, fruit. She opened her door to him with total trust, often giving him tips that exceeded the price of the goods themselves. She did not know that he was watching her with the eyes of a wolf. One quiet afternoon, she asked him to bring some supplies. As she stood in her kitchen, reaching for her purse to pay him, a glint caught his eye. Around her neck, Shahinaz wore a heavy, antique gold necklace, a masterpiece inherited from her mother. In that moment, the devil took hold of the grocer's soul. She has millions, he thought. She is alone. No one to protect her. If I kill her now, people will say she died of old age. Shahinaz, in her pure-hearted grace, said to him, "My son, it is hot outside. Rest in the courtyard while I brew you a cup of coffee." She turned her back to him. She began to boil the water. She was in total peace. The grocer crept behind her. Like a predator, he lunged. He grabbed the gold necklace, untwisted it around her slender throat. He pulled with all his strength. Shahinaz struggled, her weak hands clawing at the air, trying to scream, trying to breathe. The coffee spilled. The cup shattered. The only sound was a muffled moan, until her eyes bulged and her movement stopped forever. Shahinaz Khanum fell, a lifeless body in the kitchen, where she was making coffee for her killer. The shocking truth. The killer ripped the necklace from her neck and tore the house apart. He flipped mattresses, smashed drawers, and dug behind paintings. He expected a cave of Ali Baba, but the shock was devastating. He found nothing. Shahinaz did not hoard her money. She gave it away. Every time she sold land, the gold went to the needy. All he found were a few meager coins, barely enough for a week's groceries. He had murdered the purest woman in Damascus for a necklace and a pittance. He fled, locking the door behind him, leaving Shahinaz Khanum in the haunting silence of death. The first hours after the killer's departure passed like an eternity. Damascus, in those days, breathed serenity. Yet inside the house of Shahinaz Khanum, silence was heavy, sticky, broken only by the murmur of the courtyard fountain, pumping its water as though it wept for its mistress. On the first day, Shahinaz did not appear on her balcony. Her radiant face, which neighbors were accustomed to seeing as she watered her basil, was absent. On the second day, unease began to creep into the heart of her neighbor, Suleiman or Hafian, who was used to hearing the sound of Shahinaz's radio or the movement of her few servants. But the house was sealed, like an abandoned tomb. On the fourth day, a young girl appeared at the door. Her name was Zainab, and her features carried the weight of deep anxiety. She knocked frantically, crying out, "Mother Shahinaz, open the door for me." This girl was the hidden secret of Shahinaz Khanum. At the height of her wealth and kindness, Shahinaz had adopted Zainab from an orphanage. When she was a small child, she cried, "My heart tells me something terrible has happened. My mother never disappears from me, never leaves me to worrying like this." At Suleiman Orhofian's urging, and under Zainab's desperate insistence, the neighbors brought their tools and broke down the door. They rushed inside, and the shock awaited them. In the kitchen, where coffee cups lay shattered on the floor, and where the smell of burnt beans still clung to the walls, they found the pure body. Shahinaz lay beside the small bath near the kitchen. Her face, once radiant with light, was pale. Around her neck were the brutal marks of strangulation, inflicted by the very golden necklace that had turned from ornament into instrument of death. Zainab collapsed. The law student who had only just begun her studies, falling beside her mother's corpse, screaming, "For what sin did they kill you? You who fed the hungry and clothed the naked." It was a scene that could shatter stone. The police arrived, and the scent of investigation filled the air. The inspector observed everything, while neighbors gave their testimonies. His eyes caught sight of grocery bags in the corner of the kitchen. The grocer was summoned. He entered trembling, his face shifting between fear and feigned innocence. He stammered, "Sir, I haven't seen her in a week. I was at the market buying goods." At that moment, Zainab rose from her tears, transformed into a seasoned lawyer despite her youth. She said to the inspector, "Look, sir, the bags still carry the moisture of fresh vegetables. This kind of fruit cannot last a week without wilting. The killer left his trace here." They tightened the net around him, searched his shop and his home, and there they found the golden necklace, hidden beneath a floor tile in his cellar. The grocer broke down and confessed, "The glitter of gold seduced me. I thought she had chests hidden away. I killed her, but found nothing." Damascus awaited the hangman's rope, too tighten around the neck of the treacherous grocer. but the same devil who whispered murder, whispered a path to escape. The grocer had amassed great savings, and so began the auction of consciences. He paid staggering sums to men in the police, and his bribes reached judges and prosecutors. Worse still, he hired a medical committee of weak souls, who issued a black report. The accused suffers from psychotic seizures, severe schizophrenia, and was not legally responsible for his actions at the time of the crime. In other words, he was insane. On the day of judgment, Zainab stood in the courtroom, listening as the judge pronounced acquittal of the accused due to lack of mental capacity. Release him immediately. Zainab cried out, "Where is justice? My mother was killed twice. Once by the necklace, and once by the paper of bribery." The killer walked out proudly, returned to his grocery shop, opened it each morning with cold blood, and looked at Zainab as she passed through the alley with a yellow smile of victory. The neighborhood boiled with rage, while Suleiman al-Hofian shook his head, saying, "If the earth does not speak, the heavens will." Years passed, but Zainab did not tire. She studied law, as though she was studying the path to vengeance through justice. She graduated, worked in one of Damascus's largest law firms, and became known as Professor Zainab. She reopened the case with brilliant legal strategy. She did not demand retrial for murder. Instead, she demanded the application of the spirit of the previous judgment. Standing before a new judge, she declared, "Your Honor, the court previously ruled that this man is a dangerous madman. We respect the court's ruling. But how can a dangerous madman, who killed a woman in cold blood, be left free among the people?" He is a threat to public safety. He could kill a child or another woman in his next fit. His rightful place is not the grocery shop, but compulsory confinement in the asylum, under strict guard, forever. The grocer's defense faltered. The law was entirely on her side. How could they deny his madness now, when they had used it as a shield to save him from execution? The ruling was immediate. Arrest the killer and commit him to the asylum, as he poses a grave danger. The killer was taken to the asylum. The very reports he had bought with his money now became the chains that bound him. And then the heavens spoke. The killer entered the asylum. It was a bleak place, its walls dripping with dampness, the cries of patients tearing through the night. There, he began to flaunt his arrogance. He mocked the patients, thinking himself the cleverest of all. One night, sitting among a group of madmen, some of whom were wiser than sages, but whom life had cast into madness, he boasted, "You fools, I am not like you. I killed Shahiniz Khanum, the great lady. I strangled her with her golden necklace. I bribed the judges, pretended to be insane, escaped the gallows, and came here to spend my time among you." He thought they did not understand. Imagine what happened next. You won't believe what happened next. But his words struck them like thunder. Among them was a man driven mad by injustice, another who lost his family and lost his mind. Their eyes burned with fire. At midnight, 10 of them gathered around his bed. They bound his hands and feet with bed sheets. He screamed, his cries reaching the guards. But they ignored him, thinking it was the usual madness. Their leader spoke with solemn voice. "Since the corrupt judges did not hang you, and since you claim to be one of us, we, the court of the mad, sentence you to death by hanging." They twisted sheets into ropes, tied them to the ceiling fan, lifted him onto a chair, and looped the rope around his neck. He trembled, wept, pleaded with his eyes, but they were in a state of sacred trance. They kicked the chair away. He writhed in the air, dying in the same manner. He had killed Shahiniz Khanum. He died, hanged by the hands of those he had scorned. In the morning, doctors discovered the body. They asked the patients in astonishment, "What have you done?" The madman answered calmly. He confessed to us that he was a murderer. We carried out the justice he escaped. No case was filed against them. No prison awaited them. For in the eyes of the law, they were madmen. And thus, Shahina's column laid her head in her grave in peace. God had sent her avengers from among those not held accountable to take her right from those who manipulated accountability. The heavens had spoken. Divine justice triumphed where earthly justice failed. If you think you can escape the justice of men, do you truly believe you can escape the justice of heaven?